One thing you have to know how to do on 3D figures is you have to know how to name their faces, their edges, and vertices. Now, vertices is a plural. The actual singular word is vertex, but we'll look at that in just a moment. Okay, so faces are the flat areas. They're the flat areas. So these are the areas that you could actually hold if you held this shape in your hand. It could sit flat in your hand on these areas. So for this shape right here, which is a prism shape, it is a pentagonal prism because it's got a pentagon on the front and the back. And this shape over here is a pyramid shape. It's got a square on the base, or a rectangle. You could call it either way. And then comes to a point. It's going to be flat areas. So I would have a flat area up front and a flat area in back. So that's two faces. And then all these flat rectangles, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there are 7 faces on a pentagonal prism. And on this square pyramid, one on the base, a triangle face here, 1, I'm sorry, 2, triangle in the back, 3, triangle on the side, 4, and a triangle in the front, 5. So there are 5 flat faces there. Now, edges, it's like the edge of a knife. You could actually cut yourself on these edges. The easiest way for me to think about it is it's the lines that make up this figure. So if I was looking at edges on this pentagonal prism, I have 5 on the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because there's 5 lines. There's 5 lines in back, since there's 5 on the front, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then there's lines that connect them. So there's 10 so far, 11, 12, 13, 14, that one right there, 15 right there. So there are 15 edges on a pentagonal prism. So if I was looking at a square pyramid, the number of edges on here, or the lines that it would take to draw it, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 to draw that square or rectangle, whatever you want to call it on the bottom. 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 lines to draw it. That's 8 edges. Now, vertices, the singular word is vertex. That means where all the lines meet and form a point or an angle. So when you have one, it's called a vertex. When you have many, they're called vertices. I know it's one of those strange English terms. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices on the front. So there's got to be 5 in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's no other vertices that connect up. So 5 in the front, 5 in the back makes 10 vertices. Remember, individually, that one right there would be called a vertex. When we have several, they're called vertices. So on the pyramid, well, the easiest one is there, of course. There's one vertex at the top, but it is only one of 5 vertices, because there's 4 on the bottom down there and 1 up at the top. So I hope this helps you learn what and how to label faces, edges, and vertices when you have to do this on your 3-dimensional figures that we're going to be working with.